Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Money Matters Morning Show, where we talk all things faith, finances, and the freedom of good credit. And I'm Nefateria, and I'm a coach and author of this wonderful book, How to Act. Activate your faith, commit to your plan, and take action that will change your life. And you can get your copy at bit.ly/how2ACT. And I help amazing professionals just like you whose only problem is you make good money, you got a good education, but for whatever reason, you cannot manage your personal finances and your credit score is less than favorable. So with my personal credit concierge service, I help you get your finances in order, helping you learn how to save, learn how to budget, how to come up with a plan to pay that debt off, as well as increase your credit score. And if you're interested in any of those services, you can go to bit.ly/book-with-Nef to get your free consultation now. So today we're going to talk about, the title of today's broadcast is the B word. And not in the sense you may be thinking. Today we're talking about budgeting. Yeah, I know nobody wants to do a budget. When you think about doing a budget, you think about how restrictive it is and how, you got to cut out this and you can't do this. Good morning. Say hello in the comments. How restricted it is and how you can't do this or how you can't do that. But we're going to change that around and think of it in a different light. So just let me tell you a little bit about myself for those who don't know me. One of the first scriptures that I learned was, "Owe no man nothing but to love him. For he that have loveth hath fulfilled the law." That's one of the first scriptures my mom taught me, and it has stuck with me throughout my entire life. And then in the 4th grade, I actually learned how to balance a checkbook. And in case you're wondering how, well, my teacher had an assignment for us. She asked us to bring in gently used toys, and we had to auction them off. But the way we had to pay for them was via check. And so I learned how to write a check at that time. I also learned the importance of balancing the checkbook because I bidded on 2 items and then figured out that I didn't have enough money. I asked my teacher for some help. I said, did I do the math wrong? She was like, no, you just don't have enough money in your account to cover the 2 items. And now you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision on which item that you want. So it taught me the importance of counting the cost and knowing what's in your bank account, knowing the difference between a need and a want, and ensure that you can afford the things that you're looking to purchase. So then also at the age of 25, I bought my first house. That took a lot of hard work. It took me, working extremely hard, talking to a lender, finding what I needed to do to make sure my credit was in good standing in order to purchase the house with no money down and no cosign. And I was able to do that. I was able to do what it takes to get my credit score where it needed to be, make sure my debt to income ratio was where it needed to be. Everything that the lender told me, I did it so I can have no money down and no cosigner when I purchased my first home. So let's get into today's topic about a budget. So like I said, sometimes when we think about a budget, we think about how restrictive it can be, but let's just change our mindset about this. Let's not think of it as something that's restrictive. Let's just think of it as a guide. Let's think of it as a money plan instead of a budget. When we plan for our wedding, that's exciting. When we plan for our vacation, that's exciting, but it still takes figuring out how much money it's going to take, how much money we're going to spend on this, how much money we're going to spend on that. And so the same thing when you get ready to do your budget, just think of it as a plan. If you don't tell your money where to go, you're going to be wondering where it went. So you have to have a plan for your money. And sometimes people say, oh, doing a budget, it just takes so long. It takes me 2 hours and stuff like that. But what is 2 hours? We spend 2 hours in the beauty salon getting our hair done. We spend 2 hours at football and basketball games. We spend 2 hours easily just sitting in front of the TV vegging out. What is it 2 hours to get our finances in order? And there's simple ways. Hey, Chastity, how are you doing, sweetie? Get in contact with me. I miss you. So it's, it takes us just taking the time out and doing what's important for our finances. It's very important for us to be able to leave a legacy, to be able to retire, be able to go back to school, whatever it is that we want to do that affects our finances. But we can't do that if we don't do some of the necessary steps in order to get our finances on track. And in a budget, you don't have to be something difficult. You can just some banks already set it up. They already have can show you a chart or a graph of what you already spent last year. That can give you a guide of how much you should allocate for different things in your budget. Different times that I've been on a budget, I'm well, sweetie. I'm well. I'm doing very well. Everybody's fine here. Did a budget. I actually collected my receipts and wrote down everything that I was spending over a 90-day period. And then what I did was, once I got that, collected that data, I put an average of what I spent on eating out, what I spent on gas, what I spent, just on various things. And that was what I allotted for those particular areas in our life. But, quickest way is pull those bank statements for the last 3 months. Go ahead and categorize those different things. See what your check stub is saying, what you bring in as far as income, and then look at your expenses. Look at your mortgage or your rent, your lights, your gas, your food, your entertainment, your shopping, and seeing how much money you're spending in those areas, and go ahead and just allot a certain amount of money for those areas and try to stick to that money plan. When it comes to your finance, it makes a world of difference when you actually take the time and sit there and actually look at what you're spending on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, or how often you get paid. It's very important that you know what you're doing. It's important that you know where your money is going. Because if you don't know, then you're going to be wondering where it went. I got paid on the 1st and it's already 15 and I don't have any money. What's going on? Well, if you don't have a money plan in place or something to guide you and direct you when it comes to, having that structure for yourself, you're going to be wondering. I also have a digital course called Financial Fitness University, and if you use the code FRIEND, it's 50% off this week. It's regularly $47. As I walk you through the steps of creating a money plan and dealing with your money values, talking about your credit, as well as some other things to just get you a good foundation for your finances. And I would love to work with you in that area as well. If you have any questions or any topics you would like for me to talk about on the Money Matters Morning Show, where we talk all things faith, finances, and the freedom of good credit, please direct message me. You can email me as well at nefateria@nefateriarobinson.com. Also, you can follow me on Facebook at Nefateria Robinson. I'm also on Instagram as Nefateria Robinson. I'm on Twitter at ACTWithNef. So feel free to tag your friends, share this broadcast with them. Like I said, if you have any questions about saving, eliminate your debt, paying off your debt, credit, please feel free to direct message me with those. Any topics you would like for me to discuss on the Money Matters Morning Show, please let me know about that. I appreciate your time. Thank you for viewing. Please share this broadcast. I truly, truly appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Bye.